Road, she said. In 20, 30 minutes, everything was burned down. She's staying with a neighbor, but worries what will happen when winter comes. She's a widow whose son died from the Chernobyl disaster. I wish it was over for me, she says. When the bombing starts, I don't know where to hide. Russian forces occupying much of this region have been pushed back by Ukrainian troops. Fear is growing they will try to come back soon. These Ukrainian soldiers claim they're ready. They might be stronger than us in numbers and in weapons. You know that, this soldier says. But we are much more motivated. We will be fighting until our last bullet so they don't take our land. These Ukrainian forces have positioned this rocket launcher here among the trees to try to hide it on the edge of this field. This is called an Uragan. It's an old Soviet-era Ukrainian rocket launcher. It is much more basic with far less range than the handful of American rocket launchers that have just been given to the Ukrainian military. But this is what these troops have, and they tell us that their commanders today have given them the coordinates of a Russian position inside Ukraine to fire on. And in a couple of moments, they will drive this truck with its rockets a short distance away and target that Russian position.
Shalom, thegospelofyahawashi. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there, to the brothers that's out there teaching the truth and sincerity. Shalom to the sisters out there being humble, shamefaced, and serving your man. Or if you're not, don't have a head like your father or whoever's your head. Shalom. I just want to talk a little bit today about Esau and him being made laid bare, meaning that the truth is coming out, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is that they talk about this critical race theory. They talk about, you know, oh, well, y'all just trying to blackwash history. You know, it was already there. You know what I mean? It's already there. So all this information that's coming out through archaeological digs, through archaeology, and other means of research, through books, stuff like that, you know, they just found out the truth about who Esau is and what he really did. He wasn't the original Greeks. He wasn't the original Egyptians, you know. So let's get the first precept, Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. He shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brothers and his neighbors, and he is not. And as you can see that, you know, like I said, Cristobal Colon, Antiochus Epiphanes, all this history is coming out that showing that, you know, they're spoiled. You know what I'm saying? They do not want to help Jake. Look at today, Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? DJ Trump. You know, they pushing all these agendas out there from the you know, small hatters or the super elite. They just like, you know, they don't care about Jake. They don't care about you, Jake. All they want to do is destroy you. That's all they want to do. Hey, can I get you to give me Psalms 119:61? Bubble shot. Read that for me.
Psalms 119:1. F. Blessed are the undefiled in the way who walk in the law of Yahweh.
That's right. That's what we try to do every day. Esau's not doing that. Esau's not doing that. We're not supposed to put any marking in our skins or anything like that, but he's trying to jab you up, try to alter your DNA. That's not following the law. He knows we're not supposed to eat pork. You know what I'm saying? Because we're under the law as Israelites. But what is he doing? He's sliding pork and everything. Glazed donuts, you know what I'm saying? putting like, why would you have a ramen or noodle place in the same facility as shellfish? You know what I'm saying? Why would you do that? Because Esau don't want, he's not following the law. You don't want to follow the law. That's why, you know what I'm saying, a lot of our people are bugged out there because they want to follow Esau, right? And they don't want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Yahawashi. That's what we need to do. Get baptized in the name of Yahawashi for the remission of sins and start, start, you know what I'm saying, the process of becoming a new creature. You know what I'm saying? Die as an old, come up as a new in Hamashiach, Yahawashi. That's what we need to do. Bottom line, because we don't have much time. Because Russia, they got this they just, what they showcase is a new nuclear submarine, and they have a nuclear missile called a Poseidon. You look it up. The article is on I'm saying War News 24/7. You got to look stuff up outside of MSN US. You got to go like to, you know, England, Saudi, like Gravitas, other platforms like that, because they're not going to tell you the truth here. They're not going to tell you the truth. So they got a new missile called a Poseidon. They can, and it's a nuclear missile that can be fired from the sub. And what it does is give you a quick briefing on it. What it does, they can remotely send it out. They can have it sitting there for days, weeks, months. And then and it can't be detected, not by a buoy, not by nothing. And by the time you realize they can fire it, I want to say 1,600 meters away from the shoreline, or a little bit further than that, and it can cause a tsunami that's over 1,000 feet high, over 1,000 feet. And when it hit the land, it's going to be so radiated. There's going to be so much radiation in it, nothing's going to be left. And they can fire from the east and west coast, and from the south coast. So they get it just totally destroyed. You know what I'm saying? We're too close to the end for us not to be falling under Esau, our oppressor. Too close. All right, can I get Sirach 21:8? Y'all want to sit here and straddle the fence on this, man? We ain't got time for that. We need to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments and get baptized, man.
This is Sirach, chapter 21, verse 8. He that buildeth his house with other men's money is like one that gathereth himself stones for the tomb of his burial.
Right. And what's going on is, they said the IRS is broke. The IRS is broke. Why? Because they're giving the money, they're taking the money, the super elites are taking the money, for one. And two, they still sending billions of dollars over there to Ukraine. That's money you work for, that I work for. So how's the IRS broke? It's not even a legal, if you look up the IRS, it's not even legal. We didn't vote anybody. We're not supposed to vote anyway. But we didn't vote those people in there. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's all right, because, you know, the Most High is putting it on people's spirit. You know what I'm saying? To find out all this great awakening, as they say. You know what I'm saying? He's taking our money, right? And they're going on these trips, buying, you know, white lines, right, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, JB and JB Jr. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But, you know, amongst other, you know, so-called leaders out there. But, you know, that's what they do. And you see it. We all see it, man. You know what I'm saying? They sit up here and toll. We got tolls here, right? But where the tolls going to? The infrastructure's still jacked up here. You know what I'm saying? is jacked up. So what are they really doing with your money? You feel me? And they're not supposed to tax. Supposedly, they're not supposed to tax the workers. They're supposed to tax the people that have like businesses, and they're not. You know, we're not supposed to get earnings. It's not supposed to be taxed. Profit is supposed to be taxed. You know what I'm saying? Earnings is so we can live. Profit is, you know what I'm saying, keep building your business. You know what I mean? So they just doing whatever they want to with it. You know, they're not doing it again. We went back to Psalms 119 to 61. You know what I'm saying? They don't follow the law. That's just, you know, that's just what it is. And you putting your trust in this guy, Esau, and you want to sit up here and put your trust in him and turn around and get burned. And we still getting burned to this day, but you still want to put your trust in him. You better come back to thegospelofyahawashi.
You know, Salaki too, because I brought out Psalms 119 and 1, so I'll read 61.
Oh, okay, fine.
The bands of the wicked have robbed me, but I have not forgotten thy law.
See? They're still talking about the same thing. What are bands? Bands are like a restraint. You know what I'm saying? That's what they mean in this context, restraint. They're not letting you try to build in life. They'll let you get to a certain level. But they get like where they at? Nah, because we're still under the curses. You know what I'm saying? Esau is not going to let you get better than him. Not while he has power. But as we can see, he just starting to slip away, yo. The cup is starting to be passed to him. It's not fully there yet, but you can tell they starting to drink. They don't like it. Watch, you're gonna see a bunch of people self-deleting themselves here pretty soon. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Watch. Come on, can I get Psalms 10 and 8? Bible shop.
Come on. Book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places do we murder the innocent. His eyes are privily against the poor.
And you see that every day. Every day.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? A brother could be coming from the convenience store. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they got, if y'all can look it up, they got these masks and gloves to make you look like a Jake. Now the cameras from a distance, you look like a Jake, and you commit a murder, and it's really a Edomite doing it. You know what I'm saying? Look it up. You can see it's on all platforms, TikTok, YouTube, all that stuff. And see, they sit up here, y'all, man. We don't have time, man. We do not have time. We don't have time for people to sit up here and ride the fence on this, or, man, should I still be in this, man? Yo, we gotta have faith, bro. Like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And Yahawashi, man. The brothers, before they got sent in there, he said, King, told Nebuchadnezzar, our faith is in Yahawashi, that he's with us. And even if he's not with us, we still gonna go out having faith in Yahawashi. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna have that faith.
God.
That's what we gotta stay strong, people. Brothers and sisters, we gotta stay strong, man. We all feel like, oh man, I don't know. But that's what we got, the brotherhood. The head's not more important than the leg. The leg's not more important. You know what I'm saying? We have each other to fall back on. You know what I'm saying? And for our helpmeets, our significant others, we also got to stay strong too. We got to make sure they're strong, as well as our brothers being strong, because we all in one body as a collective, directly and indirectly. You feel me? So we got to do it, man. And again, people out there that want to straddle the fence on this baptism, man, we don't have much time, man. We don't have much time. The information is out there, man. Just gotta look at. Jake don't like looking stuff up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta look it up, man. they putting the information out there to the point where they're putting it in TV shows, movies. You know what I'm saying? Look at Dark Mirror. You know, they putting it all over Dark Mirror. You know what I'm saying? The virtual reality. I forgot what episode it was, but and what season. But I'm telling you, man, they're putting it out there. And the MOTB, hey, they shut down the ATMs in Canada, the banks in Canada. Now, mind you, check this out. Like it's different for each state, depending on who your internet service is through, whether it's through Cox or Verizon, whoever. But whoever their big time cable services are, they saying that you know, they don't know why it went down. But think about this: isn't the banks and the hospitals on the same server? They're all either use Verizon, Cox. I'm just using, you know, our state for an example. Cox, Verizon, or whatever, right? If that, you think that if that bank goes down, then the hospital goes down? They're all on the internet, right?
Oh. Yeah, all tied in.
But they said only the banks went down. Think about that. That's what they said. Yeah. No, I don't believe Esau anyway.
Foundation of the banks.
So if they all these different hospital, banks, schools, they all on the same, pretty much on the same servers. Why do you hear nothing about the hospitals having problems? You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Did we get Psalms 10 and 8? Or did we read that already?
Yeah, we just read that.
Psalms 10 and 8. I get Psalms 3 and 7. Bible shot.
Book of Psalms, chapter 3, verse 7. Arise, O Yahweh, save me. O my God, for thou hast smitten all my enemies upon the cheekbone. Thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly.
You know, like when you get in a fight and you get that one punch, like that rocket, what they say, rocket bell, or wake you up, one punch man. You know what I'm saying? That's what Yahweh Shai is doing right now to these Edomites. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting up here and got them at odds with each other. Yo, check this out. Do you know that this is how hard they punching Babylon? Do you know that Saudi is supposed to be one of the richest countries in oil, right? Do you know they're running out of oil? Do you know that they're having oil shipped from Russia and go through Egypt to go back into Saudi just to resell? Just to resell. And they're putting all these sanctions on Russia and China and them, but they still thriving. They're hurting our people here.
Yeah, let's see if we can pull up oil. Just looking at the article right here. Oil shot. Let's see if we pull up. Yeah.
Here you go. It's Bloomberg. Oil shock devastate poor nations as shortages and protests mount. Look at that. That's crazy, man. You see that? People queued up to buy kerosene for domestic use at a supply station in Colombia. See? Developing nations are suffering the biggest hit from this year's oil shock. Many are dependent on the imported fuel and being crushed by a combination of high international prices, weak currencies, and competition from the rich nations whose economies are rebounding from the pandemic. So that show you right there, man. I tell you, they don't care about nobody. And this trick is here. Some places, what, $6-7 a gallon?
Yeah, it's getting there.
It's crazy, man. And then you still want to put your trust in Esau. Look at the shelves in the store. Look at the shelves, man.
Yeah.
Bread. For a loaf of bread is almost $4. $3 something. $3.48. Used to be able to get a loaf of bread for for $1.20?
Gone. Hey, where's it with the wheat, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did a lesson. We did a lesson a while back on that.
Mentioned it. Yeah, we mentioned it.
They said that Russia and Ukraine, 75% of the world's wheat production. 75%. That's high.
So when you got an issue, when you having issues with the people that's supplying that wheat, now you're gonna raise the price of it because you're not getting as much now.
Well, they got reserves. Just like they got reserved. Oh, and they sending the oil reserves, the U.S. I forgot where they sending it. Was it Ukraine or somewhere else? They're sending our reserve. They said our reserves, right, before we started sending it to these other countries.
Yeah.
Right, will last us for 50 years, and we won't have to have the high gas prices for 50 years, right? If we use that oil, right? So why are we holding on to it? Oh, I know why. Because you're going to sit up here instead of helping the people here in Babylon, which again we went back and said they don't follow the law anyway. You know what I'm saying? They're going to help other people, and people here struggling. So, you know, hey, again, if like I said, Canada, their internet went down. They couldn't access their bank accounts. It's a dry run. It's a dry run. They do it in Canada. Matter of fact, Jamaica, they already trying to go full digital. In Jamaica, you can look that up. It's crazy. Everything you're saying, we're not just, the Most High is moving on this earth. If you don't have a spiritual eye to see it, then hey, Most High ain't working with you. Call Lord Yahawashi is working with us because we see it. We see everything that they doing, through a spiritual eye, and we can pull up precepts to show what's going on. It's in the scriptures, man. And if that's not enough to make you want to get baptized in the name of Yahawashi for remission of sins, you know what I'm saying? And start your walk. At least get a foot in the door. I don't know what to say. Not gonna make it. Nor will we make it. But at least we have a fighting chance. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Everybody's like, straddling the fence on everything. You know what I mean? Let me get this Jeremiah 50 and 23.
Jeremiah 50 and 23.
I'll read it. What did I say? 50 and 23. Yeah, man. I just can't believe people just don't want to come back to Yahawashi. I know there's people pitted for destruction, and there's people pitted for salvation according to scripture. But at the same time, why do we want that risk eternal damnation and not have eternal life? I mean, I don't see how it's a hard choice. I don't see it. But, everybody don't see the same way we do. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become desolate among the nations? And you see all these different nations, even in NATO, like in the UK, their top officials, like, remember they had a mass exodus of the top people here, UPS, FedEx, Harley, all these different people doing these CEOs doing the max exodus, right? So this place is going down because it's the leaders are leaving. They know it's coming. Why do you think they leaving? Because they thought, ain't nobody gonna mess with the so-called U.S. Babylon. They're great. But they're showing that they just as strong or stronger. They're just as strong or stronger. So, you know, we don't want to sit here and think that, oh, well, the U.S., we're supposed to have the most powerful military in the world. No, we don't. We used to. But China developed quickly. Russia, they always been lurking in the shadows doing their thing. All these different countries been lurking in the shadows doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And they all of a sudden they say, oh, they just came out with a supersonic missile, the Diablo or the Satan or whatever. They've been had that. Because you have to, if they come out and say we got this missile, they had to have a prototype. And have a prototype, they had to do testing. You know what I'm saying? To make sure this worked properly, that worked properly, systems checks, stuff like that. So they've been had this stuff out. So what it is they say, oh well, they just came out with it when they tell you that no, they've been had it. Like I just mentioned earlier, they're talking about they got this new nuclear submarine. Well, why is it complete? It's already made, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Ready to go into battle. So they've been had it. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to tell you everything. And again, who would you rather put your faith in? Yahawashi or Esau in these different heathen nations? Because Babylon, her skirt's been pulled up. She's bearing her leg, showing how weak she really is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, you know, they're not going to put up any kind of fight. No, I'm not saying that. But at the same time, they're not the bully on the block no more. They're not. They will call it the hammer of the earth. I forgot what general said it, but a famous general said that, you know, the U.S. is the hammer of the earth. Well, you're starting to see that hammer start to become a mallet, yo. Or one of those toy rubber hammers that the kids play with. Put the hit the blocks into the or the little toys into the blocks, like the little circle, the tube and the triangle and all that. That's what it's starting to become, man. All these different nations got the same thing or better weapons than what we got. So I just wanted to do a quick lesson on that, and you know, me and the brother, we want, you know, with our brothers and sisters to stay strong and, you know, keep the faith. Keep the faith, man. You know, you gotta try to keep in contact with the other brothers, you know, study and pray with your significant others in your family. You know what I'm saying? Do the best you can for Yahawashi, because I'm telling you, in the long run, you're going to need it, man. But Jacob's trouble is right around the corner. Like the brother said, like Azariah said, man, it's going to be like the Purge and Godzilla at the same time. So we're going to need some faith got to be strong, man. Because we're going to need divine intervention to be taken up out of here. You know what I mean? So with that, we got Matthew 20. What is it, Matthew 21? Close out.
Oh, John 21:15.
This is John chapter 21, verse 16. Or sorry, 15. Salaki. So when they had dined, Yahushua said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? And he said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my lambs. He said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my sheep. Verse 17. He said unto him a third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Yahawashi, Lord, Thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahawashi said unto him, feed my sheep. And with that, we want to say all praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahawashi. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out there. Shalom.
Shalom.